Okay guys, and we're back. Day 4 of the project. The parts are drying up nicely. We got our engine ice coolant, and we're gonna dump it and get it in there. So we gotta remove this skid plate in order to get to that. So I also got 2 gallons of distilled water, which, I don't know, this should be plenty to get the rest of that out. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off and get this started. Okay guys, I got the skid plate off. So here's the 2 radiator hoses. This one's running from the bottom of the radiator, and this one is running towards the block. So right here, there's a screw. I'm believing this is where you gotta drain the coolant out of. So it's either that or this one. I think it's this one though, because this one's attached to here. So I'm assuming if you undid this, this would drain the coolant out. So we're gonna hit this one. This is an 8mm bolt. We're gonna go ahead and do that now. And they have a catch basin here. Throw it under here to catch all the coolant as it comes out. So once the coolant's drained, we'll come back to that. Okay, one thing I forgot, because I'm an idiot, had to throw the fuel tank back on the bike. I reconnected the fuel line, turned the fuel on, and reconnected this valve for the leak, but it doesn't really matter. But it's because, yeah, I think I have to run the bike in order to get the antifreeze out. So we're going to do that and drain it, and it should be done by then. We should hopefully see it come out the bottom. Okay, I'm going to speak up. As you can see, the coolant's now draining. So we're going to wait till all the coolant drains out of the tank and the reservoir here, and we're going to go ahead and flush some distilled water through it when it's done draining. I love that sound. Alright, we'll come back when we're done with that. Okay guys, ran the bike out of gas by accident. So I put more gas in the bike. Also, you don't need to really run the bike. You can actually open the radiator cap at the top, and I was an idiot not to, but it drained out really fast. So I just bolted this back up temporarily, put some water in the reservoir here and in the radiator, and we're going to fire her back up, and hopefully she starts back up so I can flush this rest of this coolant or this distilled water through, so I can get that rest of that green coolant cleaned out of it, and then I'll go ahead and drain her one more time, and then she should be ready after that. So I'll come back when I get this done. Alright guys, so we're back. I had a little trouble starting the bike. The mechanic helped me out. I connected the wrong pipe to the carburetor for the gas inlet, so whoops. So we're going to go ahead and drop that. We ran this for a little bit, get the water flowing, and now we're going to drain everything out. So we'll come back when I get done with that. Alright guys, now we're about to throw this in. Here, I drained all the coolant, and all the distilled water is out of the bike. So we're going to go ahead and install this and see how it goes. Okay guys, we're back. Finally, I've been talking and stuff with my people in the shop here. But the engine ice is now installed. I'm a little high here, but, you know, that's okay. But apparently this half a gallon of engine ice will suffice you for a KLR. So you could probably fill this whole thing all the way up if you really wanted to, but I just want to have some space here just in case. You never know. That radiator's full. I had the bike running for a couple minutes just to, you know, go through the coolant line. Everything's tightened up. I still got to dump that out. Yeah, I noticed down here, you can see I kind of missed down, mainly along here. You know, it seems okay until you get to here, but this curve must have been just, some reason, that curve must have just been a pain to spray, and it was laying down against the plastic wrap, so it's kind of hard to get this angle of the gun down low enough to spray down there without letting it run. But this is okay, because all of this will be, because it's the same way on the other side. It's like this, but it's a little bit better. But all I can say is it's going to be fine, because all of this is going to probably be covered up anyway, because there's going to be a piece right here that's going like this until like here or something, and then there's going to be the blue piece behind here coming up to about here or something. So really, you're not going to really notice this very well. The other side is about the same way. You know, if you look over here, this side's a little better though, because I sprayed more down here. But so there's less silver. But, you know, for my first time, I'm not going to really complain. You know, you can never get everything right the first time. But this way I'll know. I dripped some gasoline. I still got to clean this up a little bit. But this dip coat is really nice. It made this nice and smooth. I just got to put another layer of dip coat on it, getting this side here. Now all I got left to do is put the skid plate on and we're good. So that's going to be that. End of day 4, just do some minor little things, and I'm going to go home. Day 5 will consist of installing the LEDs. Like I said, I still have the wiring harness run. All I'm going to do right now is just remove the fuel tank, put it in there, add another layer of dip coat, put the skid plate back on, and we'll be good to go after that. So day 5 we'll come back, and I'll have my buddy Peter with me, hopefully, and we're going to go ahead and crack into these LED install lights. I think most of it's going to be okay up until about here. I might have to add a little extender, you know, to get, unless I tap it in up here or something for over here for this one. But this one over here, I have to add an extender up here because there's no way that this wiring harness can reach under the fuel tank to get to that. So, but other than that, we should be okay. We should be looking all right. One step at a time, one day at a time, one more step to go before the rebuild. And I'll see you guys on day 5. Okay, guys, so this is another quick video in the shop. Remember, this bike was apart in the last video. I wasn't going to put it together yet, but I kind of lied. I put it together. I messed up the LED connections. I think I fried out the circuit board, so I ordered another one. It's actually in my office, so we're going to be doing this come Friday. Today's Wednesday. So I have the bike apart here, and obviously this is the first time it's been put together since it's been dipped, and it looks absolutely amazing, minus the bugs everywhere. But remember in part 2.3 when I had the exhaust and I put the spacer and I said I food barred this up? Well, I really did it this time. I'm going to leave an annotation in the video, in the previous video with the exhaust installed. To please, 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 please. The spacer goes over here on this side. I am a freaking moron. And because of that, my freaking fender got warped and melted right here. Because the exhaust, notice where it sits now, the edge of this pipe blows past the fender because of that spacer. Because if the spacer's over here, the little tiny tip of the exhaust here catches the underside of this fender, and it literally just warped the plastic. Luckily, it didn't discolor the paint at all, really, or anything. I am probably going to take a file and probably a razor blade or something and try to cut this away, because obviously it took the underside here and it just said, well, screw you, freaking just warped the hell out of it. So yeah, please, 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 hopefully these people watch. They probably won't even watch the next part of the video, but anyway, I'm going to leave an annotation. Just don't put the spacer over here. I have to tighten it down yet. I loosened this up. I loosened the part back here up to get this in. But please, please, please leave that spacer here, because it will mess it up and it will turn into this. So don't do that. Also, the other thing I've been running into problems with is the gas tank, which I've seen a lot of. I've been doing research, and yeah, gasoline and plastic dip is a big no-no. So obviously you can see it's been eating away at my dip. Unfortunately, I found this out too late. I have this contraption, which is the dip guard, which comes now apparently in every kit you buy, so it prevents it from, when you fill up, you know, it lays over your plastic dip, so in case the gasoline does happen to drip off of the gas nozzle on your dip, it doesn't damage it in any sort of way. Because see, what I thought was see, this didn't get this bad before, because I dripped some over here, and see, it just disdained it. It didn't actually eat through it. But here, it actually ate through the dip, and it's starting to deteriorate down here. But luckily, it evaporated, and everything is okay now. But for now. Also, a problem is here, you can tell that this is getting worn down right here. That's because my knees keep rubbing up against this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a custom graphic, and I'm going to put a graphic here to try to cover this area up, even though I kind of really didn't want to do that, but I do because I want to save the dip. I don't want to damage it. So we're going to take some laminate, or we're going to make a sticker for this, and we're going to just CAD this out, and we're going to put a sticker on either side of the bike, on this side and the opposite side, so it prevents my knees from tearing this away any farther. Because as you can see, I mean, look at the difference in the light. I don't know if the GoPro can't really, this GoPro probably can't pick it up really, but from my view, you can tell that this is actually starting to discolorate from my pant leg rubbing against this like this when I'm riding. So that was a problem. Another problem, the battery already went dead. I'm not exactly sure, probably from having the key on and off so many times trying to test the electronics and stuff, just drained the battery. So it is now dead, and I'll probably either have to put it on a charger or buy another battery, which I'll probably just put it on the charger. It should be fine. My bike actually died at my friend's house, so I had to jump it there and ride it here to the shop to get it back here so I could work on it. But other than that, we're okay. I mean, for the most part, the bike is together. It sounds great. I wish I could put some video clips here of me riding, but the microphone, for some reason, for my GoPro is not working correctly. Not the microphone in here in the camera, but the lapel microphone I have plugged into my helmet. It's, for some reason, I don't know if the Sena headset is got something to do with that and it's causing static in the microphone, or if the battery is dead, or I put the battery in backwards. I don't know. I'm going to test that out when I get home to see if that is an issue. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully I can figure out the issue, because I really want to start, recording stuff with this. And it's not that bad, actually. The exhaust is not bad at all. I posted my review on Revzilla about it. It's pretty good. It's really loud. Highway speeds, it kind of gets, actually it kind of vibrates the bike quite a bit if you're going highway speeds. So but I'm not really majorly driving on the highway. The only time I drove on the highway was to get to the hospital really fast for my mom. I needed to drop some medication off for her, but that's the only time I was driving on the highway, which probably caused that, unfortunately. But and also my freaking taillight bulb is gone. It's either burned out, which I can't really see through here. Oh, it might be burned out, but I can't tell because this is too concealed. But either a fuse has gone bad and that's out, or the bulb burned out, which I've been looking under here. See, these guys here, right here, are connected. These two here, which these are the main harnesses to run to the back of the bike. So these guys are still plugged in and okay. So for me, these are fine. I mean, granted, these should probably be tucked up somewhere over here, and probably this is plugged in on the wrong side, so I might have to move this when I get that fender off. And this should be probably over here. But these two guys are, you can see they're plugged in, so this is not an issue. So the plugs are fine. So I'm thinking it's either the light bulb has gone bad or the fuse under the seat here has gone bad, and that's why it's not working right. So kind of a big upset. Putting all this work into my bike and stuff to be, I mean, this is just dumb luck, I'm me being an idiot. The plastic dip with the gasoline, that was, again, stupid. Now I know never to do that again. And I didn't intend to, it's not like I purposely wanted to spill gasoline on my bike. I just didn't know that. I mean, it was a very little, it was probably like an ounce, and it just, look at the devastation. The carnage. No. But anyway, it's a lesson. It's a life lesson. You live and you learn, and you move on. So I'm going to keep working at it. Let's see if we can get the bike back on the road. I'm still going to have my buddy Pete come by and help me with these LEDs, because I done really messed up. They're over here, actually. I think what happened was, when I was fooling around with this, trying to get this box to work right and trying to get the lights to light up correctly, the ends of these right here, these ends were all open, okay? So I'm thinking that the ends tapped the bike or the ground or something, and it just shorted the box out here. So the box is probably, the circuit board here is probably fried. So that sucks. But I can still use the roll, though. I mean, I can still use the roll of LEDs, because these will be compatible with that just fine. So I'll have a shit ton of LEDs now to put on my bike if I want to. I just needed that controller box to go in here. But that's my Allen wrench key. But this is probably going to work. I also bought, because this really doesn't go over this very well, I may just cut, like, this is an extended hole around that so it could fit over this. Because I mainly wanted to run this way off the side of the bike, so that way when I fill up, I could just, go over this and not over anything else. But I also have some, they're called chap pads, which they were kind of hard to find because I was trying to find something else to go over that. But that's what they're called, is chap pads.
And they're specifically designed for boats and motorcycles, and they go over this, and it's a big giant pad that will pretty much cover this entire area here, so that way if any gasoline drips on this pad, it'll soak the gasoline into the pad, and it will not touch the paintwork on your bike or your boat or whatever you use it for. Mainly that's what they're used for, because it's harder to fill these type of vehicles up, because the nozzles are designed for cars. They're not designed for boats or bikes or motorcycles. So I wanted to get that. I got a pack of 10. It was like $20. These will go over this really nicely. Hopefully that'll prevent any gasoline from ever harming my beautiful dip work. But she looks good otherwise, I mean, she looks great. Ride's nice. Tires work very well. Everything was working, as of when I left the shop. But, it's another day in paradise and working. So I'm going to crack back at it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm still going to wait. I think the LEDs are going to be the last thing I put in. I'm not sure about the car charger per se. It's over here. I wanted to put it on, but I had nowhere to put this guy safely because we were trying to mount it to somewhere on the steering rack to prevent it from, because when you turn the handlebars, you want your cord, you want your power cord to follow your phone, which is attached to the steering bar. So you don't want it under here and the cord to hyperextend this way and then it doesn't reach. But I was also thinking this now. I was thinking just putting, attaching this to here with Velcro tape or something. I don't know, something to get it to hold on. So it's attached to this thing, and it can still, the handlebars can still turn to the right or left, and it can still rotate without hitting this. And I mean, it almost, to be honest, it almost blends in with the key fob, to be honest, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't really need this. I just bought it because I was thinking, oh, that'd be a cool idea. Well, cool ideas only work if they actually work. So, but it's whatever. I'll still use it. I'll just use it for something else. So that's that. We'll keep working at it. Thanks you guys for tuning in for 11 minutes and checking out my cool bike. And patch up some wiring and stuff. They got these turn signal lights under here that are like, herp derp. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you guys when we're back. We should be installing the LEDs next. Alright guys, back at the shop again. The bike's still here. In pieces, unfortunately. So one of the things I noticed when I was riding, when I brought it back, when the battery died, which the battery's good for right now. It's still on. It's probably going to put it on a charger, but I noticed that the rear brake light is not working. So what I did is I went on Amazon, picked up a pair of light bulbs, started to put those in. Well, it only needs one, but I got a spare. Always wear gloves because if you get your fingerprints on the light bulb, it can compromise the bulb, possibly burn it out faster. So always wear gloves when you put them in. So I gotta pop these two screws out and replace the light bulb, and then I'll come back when that's finished. Okay guys, and literally 2 minutes later, she's alive. And brake light works. So no more riding around without letting people know I'm gonna stop. So that's good. Literally took 2 minutes with just a Phillips head screwdriver. Like I said though, always wear gloves. Don't put a bulb in, and then it, because of your fingerprint oils, could possibly burn the bulb out. So make sure you do that. But now that's gone. Next, we're probably gonna try and work on the LEDs, or I'm trying to get this cleaned up here. Probably use some paint thinner, try to clean this area up, maybe smooth this out a little bit. It's actually pretty smooth still, even though it kind of got messed up. So I'm thinking about this is a black, if this was a black stripe, it would look kind of okay still. I may or may not do that. I'm thinking about putting a vinyl wrap on here in the center portion from here to here, and then put vinyl here and vinyl on the opposite side of the tank too, to help keep this alive, because I don't want my knees to rub this off. So we're gonna hit that with some vinyl here and here probably, run the LEDs accordingly, and then fix the taillight, which we did already. I believe that's it. Just a couple little more things and she'll be back on the street. Oh, and probably charge the battery or swap the battery out. So, all right, I'll be back when we hit the next stop.
Okay, we're back. Working on the bike. Here's the bike.
Here.
Here's my buddy Jake. He's wiring the new fuse box up because.
I'm Fisher Boy still.
Do we want sauce drizzle?
Okay,
been a long
fine.
time, but
Fisher
it's been a
Boy's.
long time,
Yeah,
but
Fisher Boy's back,
where
but
the
he
hell's
has.
the other
This is
remote?
what he does besides
Where's the other
play
remote?
video games. It's actually wire shit up. He knows how to do that really well, so that's why I'm
Where
having
is
him do it. What, the remote?
The other one. Because I'm pretty sure that one's for the old box.
Dude, they got rid of sriracha.
The right. What? It's son of a.
We'll try it first. We're not getting shit.
We're not getting shit. Where's the
Okay.
other remote?
I had them both, but there it is.
There it is.
Guys,
Okay.
they got rid of
See,
sriracha.
is it on?
Unfortunately, I wasn't getting shit before either, so.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Why is that flashing?
What's
Okay.
flashing?
Bad lights on that. But
Well,
that's normal.
yeah.
All right, here's what we
I'm gonna
got.
Pop this open again.
Okay,
It's
well,
$25. That's expensive.
itty bitty teeny tiny cup?
it's you can. I give you a screwdriver for a minute. Anyway, we're wiring.
Hey, okay, I have a screwdriver issue.
We're trying to wire the LEDs up because we bought another board. 'Cause the other board's fried, so we're doing that.
Hold, please.
He's ordering a pizza. And he's also vinyl wrapping stuff like this, which is really cool.
Oh, I
Yeah.
found it. It's in my pocket.
Oh, I found the screwdriver. Yeah, no, that would be obvious, right?
I didn't feel
So
it. I'm sorry.
the bike's currently in pieces. Again, we're trying to get this together and wrapped up, so if we can, but we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, I really don't care because it was $15. So,
I care.
I do too.
well, whatever.
I am putting my time into this.
It's,
I'm
it's,
putting my time.
it's
Okay.
not working.
That
So we'll,
was
we'll
the
come
right-
back later when it's like.
We'll come back
God,
later.
that is a
But it's
terrible
done.
soldering job. What the fuck
So-
was I thinking? No, you don't want to film that. No,
You make China
Oh
proud.
God! All right. Well, we'll be
no,
back later.
China did better.
Okay, so we're back, like bajillion hours later. Fisher Boy and myself have completed the wiring harness with all the connectors, and we got the battery on the charger so it doesn't die. So here's the moment of truth, and let's see if
Some of them are gonna
some
let
of
me
it-
know that.
yeah. We got 4 or 5. All right.
4 out of the. Oh wait. This one, this one's got that.
Yeah, that's the screwy connection.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. No, they're all. Son of a bitch. Did you put this one in?
Maybe I did.
Yeah, see, it looks fine. No. Still
Well, hold on. Red. Good.
green.
Green. Blue. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo! They all look at them all. They all light up. And
As long
you
as
know
I'm-
why?
As long as I'm holding this one.
Yeah, because this is like probably the messed up one,
Yeah.
like the messed up strip.
No, it's not the strip.
Oh, is it the connector?
Yeah, it's always the connector.
God damn it!
But it'll.
But it'll work. So that's cool. So what Fisher Boy found out was when he was tooling around with the wires is this box is stupid. China, you're dumb.
Yeah.
That one's flicking. It's like
Put it on flicker mode so no one notices.
quick, auto, do something. Auto. There it goes.
There we go.
Goes off. Damn it. Okay, but anyway, when he was tooling around with the box, he just noticed the wire. Like, what was it? The 2 wires were flipped.
The green and the red. No, was it?
I think it was green. Yeah, it was green and red. Green and red were flipped in the box when we cut it here. And he cut it up here, and he noticed like when we plugged the first connector in, he's like, "Dude, these are flipped. Like, what the hell are they doing?" So when he flipped them back the other way, we have all the colors now, so they all work. So every color now is functional, which is amazing, which is awesome.
It was funny having green as red and red as green earlier.
Yeah, but this is way cooler, and I get to pick.
Hit pink, you get yellow.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but so this is the basic wiring harness. I mean, we're gonna attempt now to wire it throughout the bike and get it all ran and cut the LEDs to length and wrap it up, and that's gonna be about it. So we'll come back when we get the bike completely back together, and we'll be then. Okay, guys. So a little more work. And we got the wiring harness ran. Well, this is like how it's permanently going to be set up. This was a little long, but it's going to sit here. This one's going to sit here. These 2 are for either side of the fender. They're going to sit like this and go down. This one's going to go across. And then you got the one up here, zip tied to the front fender here that runs across underneath. And this has got enough play, so when you turn right and left, this has enough play to turn with it. So we're going to test it and see if everything works one last time before we button it up. Yeah. You might have to go a little higher because of that. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, Fuck you.
This guy's
This-
he wants to work, so he's like there.
But that's supposed to be purple.
Yeah, I wonder.
So red isn't connecting right now. Hold on, let me just pop the
But
clip.
are you sure it's not the connector? It's the it's the LED?
No, it's the connector.
Oh.
I popped the wrong side. Whoops. Red wasn't all the way in either.
It's still not purple. There's purple. Okay.
So they all work.
So they all work. It's just the one up here is being a little screwy with us, which we could fix. We'll fix him.
Right, once you get them stuck down and
Yeah.
really in a position.
Yeah, but this will be fine. But other than that, I mean, these four here, which is going to be the main course of the bike, light up really, really nicely. So that's great.
I can't believe
Oh,
those
this
are
one.
all-
Oh, I twisted that one and it kind of was fucking around. But
Damn it, Tyler.
what happened?
You fucked it up.
My fault again. Well, this is the LED, not the. That's not the actual. It's not that. It's the LED though.
Well, I'm gonna force it to work, but
Oh, that's the. Well. Oh, did I put it in the wrong side?
no.
No. I don't know.
No,
What?
it was working just fine.
Oh.
But if I want to flip it over, I have to
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
flip the end.
But okay, well we're good. So we're gonna keep continuing and see if we can put the bike completely back together. We'll have another test run when it's back together. All right, guys, this is day 2 of the LED install, and me and Fisher Boy have been busting our shit, but it's finally done. So connector's kind of not messed up; it's just hidden. So you see like red, green, blue, white, yellow, teal, purple, pink. Looks amazing. Did an absolutely great job on it. The only thing is the HID is not on because the battery is completely gone now. The battery is dead in the bike. So the bike, I had to push start it and dump the clutch, and the bike started up. So it was enough to test the LEDs to make sure that they're working right. So everything's working okay. I just have to pop these 2 panels off in the seat to get to the battery, and I gotta go buy another battery or warranty it out and bring it back to the bike shop because this is fucking ridiculous. But she is together and she looks great. And that's the last step really what I got to do. And then the last thing I got to do here is put some protectant here and here because this just peeled right off. So I got to put something here, which it doesn't even like look that bad even if it's not, you know, if it's off. I mean, it's not really that terrible. But other than that, everything works great. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is probably going to be, I don't know, for right now, this is it. I mean, the bike is pretty much done except for now it just needs a new battery. Also, my brother put some carbon fiber vinyl wrap on here, which looks absolutely killer. And he did one handguard because my buddy TJ came by and he screwed up his wrap, so we just used the excess to make this, and it actually turned out really sweet. So that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video series of my KLR Overhaul. I'll have some videos of me riding it soon. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later. This is Bad 909, and I'm signing out. Peace!